Hi, my name is Gary Moody. I live in Franklin. I wanted to speak to you briefly because on Friday I saw some news items where the Johnson County Public Library has stated that today is their 100th birthday, and they put out a press release saying that the Johnson County Public Library turns 100. There's also a statement about this on their main web page. This is incorrect because the Johnson County Public Library District was actually founded in 1977. And I've spoken to all or most of you several times before about this and the reasons why this is going on. And this goes back to the bond issue, the library's bond issue of 2009, and their property tax increase that went into effect in 2005. And on both occasions, they claimed to be a city library founded by originally as the Franklin Public Library. And they obtained approval for those two actions from the Franklin City Council. And given that this new situation has arisen, it's sort of like, if I could give sort of an example here, it's sort of like if, because the state was founded in 1816 and then Johnson County came along in 1822, the county commissioners in 2016 decided to celebrate a centennial of Johnson County. That's just not the case. If, say, we merge with Shelby County next year and formed a new entity called Moody County, let's say, and going to that 1822 date, they said in 2022 they're celebrating their centennial of Moody County. That wouldn't be true. They'd actually be 10 years old. And so what I've done is given you one document, which is Indiana Code 2013-113, which I got from the Supreme Court Law Library. And this is a statute that was in effect in 1977. This is from the, I think, the 76th Book of Statutes. And I've also given you the resolutions of merger from the Franklin Public Library District and the Johnson County Contractual Public Library District, which the latter was formed in 1967 by the county commissioners. And at that point was 10 years old. And you'll see in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth paragraph, they mention the statute, which I provided to you as a basis for these resolutions. And you'll notice on the statute, on the right side of that page, that at the very end of it, it says, when such merger is completed, the library board of the library which has merged shall be considered dissolved. Similarly, in both of the resolutions, you'll notice that in the sorry, I meant to highlight these for you, but in the sixth paragraph, it says that they believe that the merger of the two library districts into a new county library district would be in the best interests of the citizens, etc. And that phrase, new county library district, is repeated several times, and this language is essentially identical, all the way down to where they actually give a name to the new entity, the new Franklin Johnson County Public Library. And they shorten that in the early 80s sometimes, I think. 83 or so, I'm not sure.
Mr. Moody, can I ask you a question?
Where am I going with this?
Yeah, I'm kind of losing track. Are you here in opposition to them saying it's their 100th anniversary? Is that what this is about?
Well, it's about, again, about the that and the bond issue and the tax increase. And what happened on those occasions was that the library director, and I wasn't there on the first occasion, although I've got the audio, and on the second occasion, both her and the district's attorney, B.J. Deppie, said that they were confused about the history and how the statute applied to what they wanted to do. The statute's having some language about the how they were originally founded. Now, in order to bamboozle everybody, and there was some help from Mice Miller, the bond counsel, on this, they came up with a story that they were originally founded in 1911 as the Franklin Public Library.
Well, hold on a second.
Yep.
According to the resolution of merger, which I had a copy of this too, that you made available to everybody, I think the question that we've had, or some have had, including Mr. Moody, is right here where it says, whereas the said library district covers all territory in Johnson County located outside the corporate limits of the city of Franklin and Greenwood and the town of Edinburgh, Indiana, and those corporate limits existed January 1st of 1976. That's when Johnson County contractually became a public library. So I think the question then becomes, with, you know, if you look at the names on this, you know, the actions that were taken last couple of years with property and things with the library board probably, I don't know, needs to be reviewed by somebody. But we've been through all of this, yeah, Gary, and I think it's great that you make this available to us in public. It has the resolution of the merger, the dates, and the people's signature on it that were involved with it at the time.
Which includes B.J. Deppie.
I picked up on that. So I don't know if we have any, do we have anything further on this, Phil? Because we have talked about this in the past.
Well, and again, I'm just here on this occasion because of this declaration of a centennial by the county library district, and you being the county fiscal body, which happens to have public comment. I just wanted to point this out, make it clear that they're actually, what, 24 years old? 1977?
76.
Well, this became effective in 77. And the resolution
is 44 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, was the library originally formed in 1911?
The Franklin Library, yeah, a bunch of local ladies got together.
And regardless of whose authority it fell under, it was formed in 1911.
The Franklin Library was.
Yeah.
The Johnson County Public Library, as a municipal corporation, was formed in 1977.
You might look at it kind of like a building. You know, a building was built in 1911.
Not a building.
It's 100 years old now. Doesn't make any difference who owned it in between.
Municipal corporation. The statute says that they'll dissolve. And in fact, as I was going to get to, you look down at the bottom of each resolution. It says that the old districts were dissolved.
But we don't have anything that we can act on.
I don't know. You could go back and act on the 2009 matter, which was tabled. There was never a vote taken on it, but. Yeah, I think ultimately, and I've been trying to point out, there needs to be some action on behalf of the public. Next year, we're going to get into $20, $30 million bond issue snafu. So, you know, we're just continuing on this track.
Well, we'll make your information a matter of public record for this meeting.
Perhaps you could consult with the attorney about this and what could be done.
Well, we have done some of that already, but you know, they've already made that move on that property and what they're doing, and they have not been back in front of us since then. Until they do, there's nothing that the council can act on at this point.
Well, I don't know what you can do retroactively. I mean, basically, it's a criminal justice issue, is the way I see it, because fraud was perpetrated. It certainly needs more than just Gary Moody speaking about this, and you as elected officials for the people of Johnson County may have a responsibility to add your voice. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.